From Roma with love.
You have to be mirrored. See, they got mirrors.
Cupolone there.
San Peter Cupolone.
95 now, yeah.
Orizzontale.
So, but it still says there's 0 viewers.
Yeah, but we just started it, so it's yeah, should be possible now.
All right, you guys
Okay, so
are watching on taking part in the 4th conference call by ONOF. We started this call with the Berlin-based teleinternetcafe in last autumn in 2014 as an ambition to begin to document, discuss, and share experience with fellow art, design, and architecture collective, and share experience across our field of action. These cross-border interviews are started over one of the cornerstones of current praxis among design groups, that is the conference call. And we want, with this call, to generate an archive of, of these interviews to have a larger overview of the current praxis and sort of a highlight of the current themes and questions and challenges that come so often in young collectives like ours. Today we are talking to Stefano, Nasrin, Margarita, and here Jacopo from Orizzontale, who are all Google hanging from Rome and started their own collective Orizzontale in 2010. Hi. Woo! Woo!
just a quick question: is like Jacopo is in Rome as well?
Florence.
Not right now.
Yeah,
That's
he's
why
in.
the others. I'm in Florence.
Florence. Okay. Okay. Well, our first and favorite question is about the name. So, Orizzontale.
Mm-hmm.
How did you guys come up with Orizzontale, and how did it all begin for your collective?
The perfect question for Jacopo.
Yeah, yeah. Si special.
The name, okay, it's always a difficult question for us. We really don't really remember because it's a long time ago. But I think of course it means horizontal in English, and it's related with the relationships inside our collective. That is completely horizontal. We are all the same. No, there is no boss and no people working for us, and at the same time it was related with some kind of idea about architecture that should our architecture was to be horizontal, so not making buildings but trying to deal with public space, so very low elevation and stay on the ground, something like this. Okay.
But you guys all met in school, or?
Yeah.
What was the? How did it like? How was this? What was the first project? Like I saw some cardboard furniture. Was that on the website? Is that the first Orizzontale project?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it was made by the Jacob and Juan. They are the founders of the Orizzontale.
Yes.
Yeah,
it was a very small project in public space made. It's called Orecchie di Giussano, and it was one-day intervention in a street in Rome, and it was made with some recycled leftover cardboard structures from an exhibition. It was our first experiment and one of a long series, actually, of one-day experiments in public space.
Okay. Yeah, and then we joined step by step. After the first project, we just we had a big call in between all our friends, and we ended up with a group of around 10 persons, and from there we started a process in a square in the neighborhood where we are right now. And that process was the first process that saw us working all together on the same issues. So it was our first experiment. We didn't know what was going to happen, and after 5 years, we are still here.
Yeah. We lost some elements.
We lost some elements, but we are still here. So I think the experiment is still going on, and yeah. But yeah, we did all the same university in Rome. We studied. I think we have like 2 years of difference from the old group in talking about university career. So we basically had the same professors, the same atmospheres. We all felt like there was something missing in our formation time. So we decided just to go out in the street and practice doing things, experiment, enjoy the time, and talking with people. That's something we were really missing in our studio, in our class. Just focusing on composition, references, and yeah, we felt like a bit oppressed by that.
And when you say like these some elements were lost, do you mean like it was shrinking and growing more in the first years, or the collective?
Yeah, we had. It's I think it was pretty normal, no?
Yeah.
So people more involved, people less involved. People decided for many reasons to join later or to go out. So maybe they will join again in some years. It's up to each own personal life, I think.
Yes, because at one point there were some people that had the path just went to different directions, but who knows what's gonna be? Oh God! Oh God!
That's awful. That's really awful.
Yeah, maybe.
That's actually representing the actual group right now. We're 7, and at one point we were, I think, 12. That was
wow.
maximum. And then some people left for different reasons, and so we found this equilibrium in 7 people, and that's right now still.
Yeah, call it equilibrium is challenging.
Yes.
Okay, well, yeah, the question, Orizzontale, when you talk about it as a structure of the collective, what is the thing that's keeping it all together for you guys, you 7, I guess, or the group?
Well, structure of it. How do you describe?
Tough questions here, tough questions.
Yeah, that's a question. Also because I don't have glasses on. I can't translate.
But it looks like most of you are in the same place. That might be one thing.
I think you could have 7 different
answers, 7 different answers. So maybe that's the point.
I think that we grow up. I mean, we were studying when we started, so I think we were friends before being colleagues. That's one of the points. We step over many things that usually you do not step over if some colleagues do something like that. But I think that's the reason why a collective works. If you share not only like a professional path, but also like a daily and normal,
also we enjoy our time when we are working also together, and also because of our differences, we can match. Yeah, it works somehow. We don't really have a correct answer for this.
No, I think we can reverse your answer because we are still here, and so maybe that's the thing works and will keep us going on our path for the moment.
Yeah. When we do this, we sometimes do this just meeting to talk about us, and it ended up in some philosophical. So it's up for us as well to explain what's the synergy. I mean, it's a synergy that has grown during the years. And
because it was a natural process. It wasn't something that we always decided the path to follow, but it was always something discussed in reality. Maybe we had some problems, issues to stand before, and so then I don't know. We just wanted it.
It was pretty organic, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the square when we
yeah, for Estrelas.
the first that was strawberries in my hand, but that was the first process we did all together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's Francesco. Francesco is
Francesco.
unfortunately missing. It's not missing.
No, it's still
on-
alive. I mean,
He's working.
Yeah, we miss him. We miss him.
Yeah, Francesco is the guy thinking about eating a strawberry.
Yeah, trying to see.
Okay. But yeah, so your early projects were all like you guys just coming together then and deciding to do something in public space, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this was with some neighbors of association with a squat place. I mean, we have these things in Italy called centro sociale that is not really what it's called squatted place. It's more like independent cultural center, and this was made with the access near Viscosa. We worked together. We joined a group of people. Those are working since years on this territory, and we tried to add our professional tools, or I don't know what we are trying to do. But yeah, that's a Largo Bartolomeo. It's still like that, actually.
Yeah.
After 5 years, it's still waiting for something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dragon place.
Is that the same area that you had that project with the question mark?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so I guess the next question is then, like, now that you have a headquarters,
Yeah.
How long have you had it, I guess, is the question, and how did it change your way of working, and how often do you see each other there? Like, how does it work for you now?
In the first place.
Did you want to have a round? Science?
I would like to see it.
Yeah. No, let's go.
Let's go. Io non posso perché non
Getting into it.
From outside to inside.
Yeah, let's start.
Slowly, yes, nice and slowly.
Move, please.
Yeah.
This is the street.
Uh-huh.
It's like a small town here.
That's
Nice.
Where's all the people?
There's no people here.
Actually, it's pretty
It's a ghost town.
looks like a village.
Those are our really nice neighbor.
Wow.
Here on top there is the owner of the place. This is Signora Rosa. I think he's living over there.
Giro of the neighborhood.
This is but we share this place
Welcome.
with other 8 persons. This is this is the first room where we were before.
This is our lucky totem.
Is it a shared library? Do all of you guys collectively?
Yeah. That's a shared library. Yeah.
I like that.
This is our lucky totem. You think we are pretty Italian here?
Also, San Pauli.
Yeah, St. Pauli.
And then we go to the meeting. No. We have another. This is
This is Jacopo.
this is a room here.
Is Jacopo in there now? That's Florence.
No. This is a Stargate here.
Whoa.
No. Yeah, it's where Jacopo sleep when it's a room. It's a
Bedroom.
it's a bedroom. But now it's a bit a mess.
Jacopo, is that your apartment? Is everybody moving in?
There is a windows there. There is one window there. You can see.
One time.
The meeting room.
Oh, you guys have a plotter?
Wow.
Yeah, it's not. No. It's not our.
That's
It's not working. It's
for-
just like the furniture. It's a furniture.
Okay, it's like a sculpture.
Yeah. And then there's this other room.
Kitchen
It's shared with 8. The kitchen. It's pretty with
Important, very important.
30 dishes.
with lasagna rest here.
Then
Then on the toilet, we will see the toilet here with the shower.
Shower for Jacopo.
Mm-hmm.
Best part.
The community is the message.
Uh-huh.
It's on the bathroom.
That's important.
Nice. Whoa.
That's
That's a nice architectural detail.
That's lots of people working here. There's photographer, curator, journalist, jewelry maker, illustrator, and a nice piece of architecture there with a. Yeah, that's
nice. Where are all these
Wow.
guys? Like where's the jewelry maker and the photographer?
Yeah.
Sunday night, guys.
Sunday night.
It's
Good point. Good point, Jacopo.
So the history of the place.
it's Sunday afternoon in Toronto.
Yeah.
It used to be there was people working with wood in there.
A workshop and software.
Workshop of how do you say it in English? I have no idea.
Carpenters.
Carpenters, yeah. And until like 3 years ago, they were still working here, and they were, I mean, really noisy workshop and a lot of machines and stuff. And then they had problems with the neighborhood, so they were forced to move. And we were searching for a place, and we found this. It was really a big mess when we found it, and cleaned it up, and how it looks now. It was kind of different before. So it's 2 years, almost 2 years we have it, and we collaborated with.
Yeah, we have some pics.
Yeah, keep on. Sorry, Jacopo.
And so we joined with these other people, with other guys. In the first place, there was these friends of us that are photographers, and so we joined and we rented. And I think it was really a big difference for us to have a place, because before this we met in university mostly, or in some bars. So
Yes.
it was really hard to work together, like on the ongoing projects. No, it was more like spot stuff. We met some days, and then for long periods we just couldn't work because we didn't have the place. And
now you meet there every day at 9 in the morning or Monday to Friday. Like, what's your schedule in the place now?
Some of us do, yes.
This was the former.
Okay, this is 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see the carpentry.
Yeah.
Happening. So yeah, what's the times? What's your hours? Does everybody obviously doesn't go there every day, or yes?
Yeah, it's mostly, yeah. I think right now we almost every day here, like half a day, depends, half a day.
Yeah, depends on the days.
Full day, but yeah, almost every day we're here. Yeah, we're trying to make it like to give us like some schedule, like to be focused and to keep on working. Also, if we don't have like an open project or closed project, we try to be here and speak and research and talk and keep the fire burning.
Yeah. And I guess the fire burning thing is a good lead to the next question, which is about the conscious manifesto. Like when you guys had these meetings, you mentioned at some point that became therapy sessions or whatever. Were you guys talking about what you think Orizzontale should be, or you know, like your manifesto? Is there one, or is it still a work in progress?
I don't think we're searching for a manifesto. Actually.
No, we don't.
You don't want one.
Well, it will be really difficult to find a manifesto in 7. It will be really, really difficult. No, by the way,
Yeah,
I don't think we're searching for Manifesto. I mean, in the early years, we often spoke about what Orizzontale was and what we were going to do, but recently it's, I mean, we did it, but it's a lot less important because it's more important what we actually do than what we talk about doing. I mean, it really became clear that talking about doing something doesn't really mean to do it in the close future. So,
but wasn't it like that in the beginning when you had, like, for example, we were looking at the website, and you had this project in the in the metro system with the crosswords, or I don't know, like you had small projects where you could do anything based on some sort of theory or like idea that you kind of just came up with in the conversation.
Yeah, I think there is a link that connect all our projects. I think that there's more than one link actually. There's like some feeling, like interaction, active citizenship. It's a lot of key words, but somehow we ended up with we were talking last week about a project that we are trying to create to produce ourselves. And it was the first time we were back into these questions, and I think it's good to speak with. I think this kind of on-off project, this conference call, it's good because it's something that we should create as a network. We should share in this way. I think we won't end up with a manifesto, but we will end up with a series of strategies, a series of projects that can be useful for other projects to grow, to show.
Yeah, to show.
But I don't think. But I think that's maybe we will do another project completely different from what we are thinking right now. So yeah, I think yeah, we have some issues that we do deal with every time. But mostly that's we want to this. I mean, it's everywhere. Italy's and Rome, the street is pretty. I mean, living in the street, it's basically.
Surviving.
It's basically one of the most political things you can do. I mean, it's our culture is made by people. Talking and dealing and also fighting in the street. It's not just a think about making the people happy and all the things. It's just create a ground for having a concrete and a positive conversation among all the actors in the city. And I think that's always the point. Create the ground for having a conversation.
Can you connect for me like the beginnings and like what you learned or how it evolved this through your projects in the last 5 years? Like some of the early ones, it's more like one-to-one, like you can see it more directly. But in the later ones, how do you, like when you're, for example, when it's not your own project, is it possible for you to push these ideas, or like how do you bring it through in your project? Just bringing in the common street discussions, all this kind of interaction. What's your method or strategy?
I mean, that's when as we were talking before, this Perestrello, I think was our first project and was our first. We were for the first time we faced so many all the actors. Those are interested in the public space. So from there, every time we were linked to. People that those are really living the area and the neighborhood where we were working with. So I think sometimes we were more. I mean, in Rome, it's where we live. So we were more present. I mean, we were more involved into also this connection, this communication with the territory, because it's our city. And some of the time we had to trust completely in in the study and in the research other people were doing in that. So we add our tools to create this common ground.
Keywords.
Okay. All right. Next question time then. Your proudest moment as a collective. It doesn't have to be the biggest project, but the proudest moment, and on the opposite side, the biggest failure in your.
For different answers. Let's do it. Our proudest moment, maybe Gondwana project. You know it?
Yeah. That's the one you just showed.
Project in the square in Terni. I think it's our proudest moment because it's a really good project, I think, or we think, and it was made totally by ourselves without anything. We didn't trust we can reach our goal, and at the end it was a big project. Yeah, maybe the first one.
Yeah, it was the first time we were dealing with such a big scale.
Yeah. Proudest moment.
I agree.
But did you get some money from somewhere to do that project?
The Gondwana.
We didn't get paid, but they paid for the materials and paintings and stuff. I mean, we didn't get a fee, but we had the money for doing it by a festival, architecture festival. And they asked us basically for a stage, and we came out with this project that was also a stage, but also was some kind of mobile furniture for the main square of this little city, Terni. And I mean, it's a very successful project actually. Still after 3 years, people is remembering it, and a lot of people is asking about it. So I agree that could be one of our proudest moment, of course.
Yeah, but that was the point. We completely agree with that. But when we received the email from the Maxi Museum, when
someone has to say it.
Oh, okay, you won the YAP Maxi 2014. Was I think maybe we can add that also to one of the other proudest moments.
But there were many.
Yeah. What?
I had a lot of proud moments.
For the Maxi, this award, was it a competition?
Also, when we were celebrating, it was really
celebrating. The opening party of the Maxi Museum. I would say more than
Yeah, because that's a huge project, right? Like that's the biggest one. That's like a jump to another scale, right?
Yeah, and we went vertical.
Not horizontal, not anymore.
Yeah, well, what's up with that? How could you go vertical? You made a staircase and a balcony. What the heck?
We had a philosophical session. No. It was good. It was great. It was great. Still is unbelievable for us somehow.
And when we were talking about Maxi, and then now I was curious on your website. You guys talk about money, like your budget in the beginning. It's like every project there's like 100 euros, 200 euros, 0, 50. But then all of a sudden, maybe you're on Gondwana, it's like you guys don't talk about money anymore. So I was confused, like how much, like for example, like these later projects, how do you guys get the funding, or like what's the budgets like, or you guys don't put them on the website?
Yeah.
How about money? Where is the question?
I think the first. I don't know, Iago, what do you think?
What do you think about money?
About
what?
I really don't know why we stopped putting these budgets on the website, and I think that our first project, it was very important that the budget was so low, and then on the latest projects it's hard to it's harder to explain what money went where, and so like Maxi project, of course, it's completely different scale of budget. It was more or less 100,000 euros, and it's kind of few money for an installation like this in that context. It's public context. state rules. So it's completely different context, of course. So it could look very strange to put that on the website. Maybe it could be a good idea to remove the old budgets, because it's actually pretty weird that they disappear after, like, I don't know, 2012 or something like that. And of course, it's completely different when you deal with someone like a museum or a foundation or some kind of public organization that ask for an installation. It's a completely different thing than in the beginning. We were just doing
putting our money on it. Yeah.
We were the organization, we were the architects, we were the builders, we were everything. So it's that changed.
But you guys brought you didn't build this whole thing yourself. Obviously, you paid carpenters and you brought in people to help you build this thing, right?
Yeah.
Half and half, let's say.
Yeah.
We had some issue with the insurance, so we couldn't go up on the up over stairs. Let's say the ladder, and because we are not a construction company, so I think that's the thing. And so we joined this carpentry team. And plus, we had this workshop with the students, and I think it was a crazy construction site. It was pretty weird because it was real carpenters working, students, us, the museum, the curator. I think it was 1 month. It was. I think we should have done like a documentary of that month.
Okay. 33 in Rome in June.
Yeah.
More or less.
Whole lifetime. Felt like a lifetime this month, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, but I was gonna ask, was that a competition, or like how did you win that thing? Was it? Do you guys do competitions? Is my question as well. Like, what do you think about competitions?
Competitions.
They apply for this.
This is the waste time.
Sometimes we waste time.
That's a question.
Sometimes we waste time.
Yeah, because it depends on the competitions. Anyway, sometimes we are able to choose the right competition to follow, because maybe it's
at the moment
it's the right one for our, I don't know, architectural whatever views, and sometimes we just chose wrong competition, so it's a waste of time. But
sometimes
I don't know.
It's a crazy, like this Guggenheim Helsinki. Wow, it was 1,000 entries. So it's crazy. It's crazy how many effort, how much work is being done for that competition, and was totally waste, was totally useful. So I think the competition idea it's gonna be step over in the next years. I don't know. I feel like it's something. Not feel. Lots of people think it's something. And but it's good. But I think competition is one of the things.
It depends on the competitions. If there are, I don't know, tons of people applying to them, it's really difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think new technology will step over the competition, and it will be some new kind of sharing
ideas,
tools, ideas. Will be. I think it will be the challenge of the next years.
Yeah.
Google.
Okay. But okay, so if you don't do competitions, all these projects besides Maxi, how did you get those? Like, what's your? Is it like through contacts in Rome?
Actually, we've just done a competition.
Yes,
just
won a competition.
Just won a competition.
Yeah.
You know the competition. You know exactly the place.
Yeah.
It's in Graz.
Okay. Steirisch.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Cool.
Bravo!
I just found out now, like recently.
Bravo.
Now.
Yeah.
Like 1 month ago.
Yeah.
We are leaving tomorrow, after tomorrow.
Yeah, the day after tomorrow we are going to Graz. Again.
Again.
Wow, we got the exclusive news. That's great.
This is, exclusive. Yeah.
I thought that,
I don't know if we
were allowed
right
to do that.
Yeah,
Oh,
maybe
yes.
we didn't.
This is broadcast. This is on the internet now. It's out there.
Upsala. Upsala.
Yeah, maybe it wasn't.
And, okay, another question we have here is all your materials that you usually work with, like if, for example, in Amoxi, these, actually I don't know about that one, the light bulbs, but you use a lot of wood and a lot of reclaimed wood, like a recycled material, and like what's your philosophy in using that, or like what's your process in getting it, or?
Well, drinking every time was different approach. In this case, we already used this kind of object in another project, which won SOS workshop in Forte Prenestino, and we decided to use it again. And to collect these beer kegs, we had to go all around breweries in Roma to get them, to put them in our car. And so, yeah, but it depends. In the beginning was because we had to deal with the fact that we were the one putting money, investors for our projects. So it was kind of necessary also to go low budget, and also because, by the way, anyway, it was so we really started going all around neighbors to collect garbages and scrap. And then, yeah, but it was also interesting and, I don't know, funny to mold this kind of materials from a shape to another, and to also find different solutions for objects that maybe were used for completely different functions. So,
yeah, mostly our exhibition, museum, temporary festival,
working
sites, and sometimes this recycling center.
Yeah, but not
so much.
Darmstadt?
Yeah, Darmstadt. Former installations. This takes lots of time. I mean, when we decided to do a project with the recycling upcycling team, we really need some time to project. To design the process.
Yeah. Sorry, I just realized something. Also, can we? When we were talking about your proudest moment and biggest failure, we didn't even get to the biggest failure. I need to hear that.
Yeah, the biggest failure. We had a lot of failures, actually.
Yeah, but realized.
Sometimes we feel like a failure where we cannot, in two occasions, I think, we cannot keep on working. I mean, we felt like something was really happening during our project, but we didn't have the chance to keep on working on the site. So we felt like it was a failure because we didn't succeed in doing what we really wanted to do. There is other failures.
Other failures.
Well, I would say per Estrello anyway.
Exactly.
Estrelas was this long process that actually lasted for almost 2011. It was the long process on this square, and on our website it's presented as I think 3 different projects. And we really put a lot of effort in doing these projects, and some of them were actually successful in themselves. But then, after 1 year of work, we really didn't get to change the place. I mean, the place it's still more or less empty, still has a problem, and I think that kind of experience shaped, in some sense, our view about doing projects by ourselves, doing projects in this way in public space. we actually didn't try to do it anymore in this way. It was maybe too autistic. It was just mainly something coming from ourselves, and we were trying to shape the city and based on our desire, and it was maybe it was wrong. So it's.
It was like a naive approach or something, or what's the problem? Like, what do you see?
On one side, we weren't powerful enough. I mean, we didn't have enough resources and power to do it, and I think that was also because we didn't really get to involve so many people, with us. So there was some people working with us, but not so much, and not with this kind of enthusiasm that we put in it. We were the most enthusiastic all the time, and we were really pushing for it, but it was just us, actually. Also seeing from some years, looking back, it really maybe was just some us that were trying to do something there.
Also, maybe another failure could be actually a one-day project called Libero Mercato. Because it was too
good idea, but
yeah, it was a good idea. But it was the same problems. We didn't have that kind of structure to make to experiment in this kind of field, like covered markets. And so we tried for one day to revive it, but it wasn't. I mean, in the way we expected to do it, so.
Not enough time. You need to go for a year.
Yeah, or more.
Yeah.
But it helped us to find also maybe different ways to do a project and to build the process on it.
What did happen in 2013? No.
Yeah, the question is, what happened in 2013? Like, it seems like you guys on the website, all of a sudden you have 10 times more projects.
What happened in 2013?
What 2013?
We were in...
No.
Che è successo?
Io sono laureata.
Wait, say it again, please.
Again?
Okay, what happened in 2013? Did you all explode? Because, like, you guys have 200 projects in 2013. All of a sudden, everything's happening.
A lot of projects in 2013.
We had a lot of energies, and we were still at university.
Yeah, I think because we were doing our final thesis, so we were not thinking about finishing up university. No, I don't know.
Yeah.
You guys all finished in the same year?
No. Yeah. Yeah, Margherita, in the same day.
Yeah. And Stefano and Jacopo the same day.
Yeah, we graduated from 2012,
13, 11 to
11, 12, 13, yeah.
But you guys got your workshop. You got the space in 2013, right? So that's one of the big things that
took a lot of energy, actually.
Yeah, I think that having the space where no. I think it changed, as we were talking before, having a space where we can really meet every time, collect things.
Yeah, it's easier.
It changed a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, because before we had to meet in a bar, and then
the
coffee, tea, beer, coffee, tea. No, I'm joking, but it was kind of hard to plan projects. It was, time was more. I don't know. Everything was so slower than now, because now we see almost every day. So.
Yeah. Okay. I guess I can kind of get what's happening in 2013. But there's this big long question that is about the way you guys practice architecture, the DIY building together movement. Can you guys put that question up there? There, I'll read it. You represent one possible path of the redefinition of the role of the architect in society these days. This more direct relational approach, designing and building together, focusing on the commons, the reuse of materials, there's obviously a generational shift here. How do you see the future of this movement developing? Can it be sustainable as a professional practice?
Ooh la la.
Yeah, who wrote this question?
That's almost a manifesto. Huh?
That's
It's the, well, the future.
yeah.
Sustainable. Yeah, sustainable is.
It's still
I'm sure that we cannot.
Not?
not.
Answer the last sentence. Can it be sustainable as a professional practice? We have no idea. We hope so, and it's really something that we're working on. So it would be really fake to say that yes, we can guarantee can be sustainable, and we don't know, and maybe. But some things have to change, not only in our approach, but in the approach of other people. I think that's what I think.
Our country.
Yeah,
Yes.
not all different generations. I don't know. Yeah, the general. Yeah, in Italy now it's pretty tough. I don't know in other countries, but yeah, it's our bet. So we are going, trying, pushing, and then we can have another meeting online, and we can say if it's out or not.
Yeah, but concerning the role of the architect, yeah, I think it's we try to make it like with a broader approach. I mean, it's I think we think maybe it's over the time that an architect builds something just that's it. So we now we work with strategies and testing. Yeah, I think the thing we sometimes we deal with that is something changing. I mean, saying that okay, we did a mistake, so we have the chance to go back and try again another approach to that site or to that project, to that area. I think that's one of the thing that needs to be fixed for our profession, because we feel like right now we inherited the some failures of the previous generations of architects. So I mean, personally, I don't feel like to do something and that is permanent and it will change the world. I mean, I don't feel like that. So I think that's one of the things that's the architects of our generation of architects knows pretty good. So yeah, I think that this is one of the points.
Yeah. The other one is to share, to have a strict network as well with other practices going around, which is something that normally between offices is more like you must get the job, you must survive. So it's always fighting between different professionals as well. So as a generation should be to have more meetings like this, to have debates between our professions as well. Yeah, without changing the word, but just, I don't know, doing our job, doing our researches, and bringing it on. That's all.
Bello.
Bello.
What else do we have here?
But can you see this last picture? Is it up? I can't really see what is up, what is down, what is to the side. Somehow this picture is also very telling about that answer, because you have this typical Italian block in the background, kind of decaying, and then you have a public space that's full of cars, and then you have these cowboys at the front who are trying to somehow kind of stimulate this place or create other possibilities of use. So we chose this last picture because it really kind of portrayed the energy you bring to the field and to the practice.
Yeah, cool.
We kept on this picture for a while, and actually it looks a bit like a rendering, but it's not.
Not just a bad Photoshop work.
Yeah, it looks like the facade is just a piece of cardboard, right?
Yeah, it's a real picture.
It's not easy to take good photos in Rome, so we just put a cardboard on. Well,
Yeah, but let's come to Rome on off.
yeah.
I've never been to Rome.
Yeah, but that's one of the last questions. When are you guys coming to Berlin?
Yeah.
Stefano.
Well,
Stefano,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Soon. When the sun come up.
when the sun
Yeah.
You have to wait a long time for that. Yeah.
But really,
Look at Burke's apartment, man.
Jacopo's bedroom is free for the
Very
moment.
dark.
You wanna come?
yeah, come to Rome. Let's.
Yeah,
go
but
to
I
Monterey.
think this summer I'll be definitely in Berlin.
Who knows?
No.
Hopefully.
Yeah, let's hope to
Everybody should come up. All of you guys have to come up.
But do you have space enough for 7 people?
I don't know. There's like 7 or 8 of us, so everybody gets one.
Oh, perfect.
That sounds perfect.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. I think it's been an hour or more. Or?
Yeah, where did we see how long it's been? Okay, but before we close it up, maybe does anybody who hasn't had a chance to ask questions or say any secrets? Does anybody want to spill any more secrets on that side? Or what are you guys doing next year besides coming to Berlin? This year, in the next year.
Yeah.
Right.
We're going. So we're doing this Estrelas festival, and we flying to Romania.
Cross finger.
No, we flying to Romania in on Saturday for the first site checking for an installation for an electronic music festival in Transylvania.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then we try and we as I say I was telling before, we're trying to find a way to produce a public space project in Rome. So we trying to create the ground for that, like some long-term public space project. And I think right now it's maybe some small. That's the other thing. We didn't talk about that. We sometime now we do also interior. I mean, we built. Talking about sustainability. We deal. We learn about using wood and using tools and build structure. So often we build interior design for private. That's another point we did. Like we split. We have like some research field, and then we have like some more sustainable field. So we do like interior design, and then we are working on a private interior design as well. And yeah, that's the coming month program.
So you guys have no issues like paying you guys are full-time Orizzontale, you guys pay your bills with projects, or?
Well, sometimes Orizzontale, sometimes waitress.
Not really.
Sometimes.
No. Orizzontale is not paying our full bill. No.
But it's paying the workshop.
Once again?
It's paying for the office, your atelier, no? This space, at least, for sure.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does.
Okay. Cool. Good to hear about the other stuff. Burke, you haven't said too much. Do you have anything to add?
Yeah, sure. Why not? So you guys use a lot of reclaimed materials, right? Like I don't know, stuff you find around the city. How dirty does it get with this material? Sometimes we think about whether we should go in one way because it could be kind of smelly, or we have to wear some suits, to dive into these things sometimes.
Yeah, it was really smelly when we did the Maxi workshop. You can't imagine inside of these plastic kegs there was old beer. I don't know, like months. It was there for months, and so we started opening it, and the Maxi museum was, yeah, I mean, outside there was this smell of rancid beer everywhere. Yeah, that was pretty tough.
Yeah, so when we started, we went a lot of time to the dump, searching in the dump. Yeah, it's in the garbage.
Yeah, sometimes we had.
But I think we step over that time. I mean, now we more
yeah,
picky.
Now we are more picky.
We step.
Yeah, I mean, in the beginning, really, like with boxes of fruit from markets, also some, I don't know, chicken,
yeah, fish
shit,
boxes,
fish shit, and whatever, everything. Yeah. It is. It was
dirt job, yeah.
It's a dirt job, but someone has to do it. So.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Great.
Yeah. What about Marius? Marius, I'm gonna call you out right now. Are they even listening? No. Okay.
Keep copying, huh?
Yeah. Hey, Sue.
Hi.
Last question goes to you guys, or last word. Anything?
Word. Thank you.
Perfect.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Grazie.
Cool. So next meeting is
Thanks, guys.
live.
Thanks
Live in
for
Berlin.
giving up your Sunday night.
Yeah, sure.
Oh.
Do it offline.
Yeah, we must.
It was really nice to see you guys.
Yeah, thank you for your invite.
Yeah, thanks for coming. Thanks for meeting us.
You're welcome.
And thanks for the tour. I like the tour.
It was nice. You have to do the lecture then.
Yeah, you should come.
All of you, huh?
Yeah, we'll do an exchange. You guys come visit us. We'll come visit you.
But did I see some Honafet quarter construction site, or was it wrong?
What?
No, it's right.
It's right.
We're working on some stuff in Berlin. You have to come see it in person.
All right. I will for sure. I know you don't trust me, but I will.
We'll be there at some point, but yeah. When it's warm.
Now it's on camera, Stefano. It's recorded, so.
All right.
I will.
Cool. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Love y'all.
Thank you.
Ciao.
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 Guarda come funziona.